Okay.
All right, get started here. Oh, it's right on time according to my watch. Roll call. We've got all present except Nicole, who is gone. And we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have minutes from the February 11, 2025 board meeting in our packet. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the February 11th, 2025 school board meeting.
A second.
All right, here in a first and a second. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Motion carries. The minutes are approved. Next on our agenda, we have the agenda for the February 25th, 2025 school board meeting. Can I have a motion regarding the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the February 25th, 2025 school board meeting agenda.
I'll second it.
All right, having a first and a second. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Hearing none, the motion carries. The agenda is adopted. Next, we move on to celebrations and school community reports. I don't know if we have anything specific for that, Andy? So we'll kind of roll that into the superintendent's report and calendar update.
And I don't have anything specific this evening in consideration of the transition into our work session. I will make a few comments after discussion on the new business budget resolution.
All right. Any questions for Andy? All right. Now we'll move on to financial business. We'll start with donations. Dan.
Yeah, in Appendix A, we have a resolution to accept donations and grants as provided for in Minnesota statutes. Our donations are as follows. From Cougar Run Pipestone, $500. From Project 1590, $1,000. And from Myron Moeller, $4,633.39. That is from the harvest of the land that is part of. Is that the part between the hospital and the church there on Johnson Street, and okay, yeah, Myron, who is once a school board member here, donates his time to harvest that and donates to FFA each year. So with great appreciation, I move to accept the donations from Cougar Run Pipestone, Project 1590, and Myron Moeller in the amounts that were listed.
I'll second.
All right, having a first and a second. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Or gotta do the.
No, this is a
Roll call.
resolution. This is
call.
why you were on deck if I wasn't here. So donations, resolutions, we do roll call. So Jen,
Aye.
Dan,
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Mari,
Aye.
Shannon.
Aye.
The motion prevails. Donations are gratefully accepted from. our
And just to
community
note, those
sources.
were for FFA, all three of them.
Yep.
All three of them for
Yep.
FFA,
Yes.
correct.
More
All right,
than-
financial reports and bills. Jessica, do you want to lead us through that?
So you have the wire transfers from February 6th through February 19th in front of you. Nothing outside of our normal ACHs and payments that way. And then you also have the payment register in front of you for the bills tonight. One I would like to point out is to Larson Contracting Central, and that is the final payment on our contract for the new softball building. So it's exciting to finalize that
Nice.
contract and send those out. Do you have any questions on any of the other items?
All right, can I get a motion on the financials?
I will make a motion to approve the wire transfers for 2/6/25 to 2/19/25 and the February 25th, 2025 bills.
I'll second it.
All right, having a first and a second. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
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 All opposed, same sign. Motion carries, and the financial reports and bills are approved and adopted. We have nothing under old business, as per usual. And we have new business. We have a budget resolution. Should be Appendix B in your packet, Andy. Wanna dis-
Yeah,
give
yep,
some
I'll
detail?
introduce that, just to explain a little bit. So this is an annual resolution that you as the board consider. It's recommended by the Minnesota School Board Association as best practice for you to consider adoption of this resolution each year, directing administration, including Jessica and myself, to make recommendations regarding any possible budget reductions for the coming school year. So our district is currently reviewing expenditures and revenues. Budget adjustments and reductions of expenditures are a possibility as we move into the next fiscal year. And adopting this resolution, in essence, ensures that our staff and community have been given notice should a situation require us to make any budgetary adjustments and or reductions. So as you see, the resolution is enclosed. And before I turn it over to Mike to go through that resolution, I just want to note, like on the budgetary piece, we've done, and you've done a very good job as a school board of keeping an eye on our finances and making sure we're operating within our means. Given that, it's also important to note that we are coming off several years where we had federally subsidized funding to our school districts in the term of ESSER funds, or what's commonly referred to as COVID money, that expired in September 30th of 2024 and had to be obligated by that date. So in preparation for that, we as a district, we made some decisions before that fiscal cliff came for fiscal year 23. So the 22-23 school year, heading into that year, we reduced our expenditures by approximately $600,000. The following fiscal year 24, or the 23-24 school year, we reduced our expenditures by an additional $700,000 going into that school year. With that, that was a proactive planning strategy so that when these monies went away, that we were able to maintain a sound fiscal stance as a school district and live within the policy that you as a board have set. In addition to that, the last 2 years, we've also had an abundance of local, in terms of the state of Minnesota, legislative mandates, many of which have been funded with one-time funds to appropriated, and we're grateful for that. However, there are still some areas where long-term we're unsure of where the funding is going to come from to support those measures. So we're going through all the things budgetarily in a very detailed manner right now to make sure we're continuing to make decisions to put us in the best possible financial situation moving forward, and allocating and using our resources wisely so that we can continue providing the programming that our community expects, that our students expect, all the while supporting their growth and development in alignment with the core mission, vision, and values of our school district.
Thank you for that, Andy. The resolution's Appendix B. There's a couple things to note before someone makes a motion. The first, whereas it is May, the school district dictates the school board may reduce expenditures. Doesn't say that we must, so that gives us the flexibility that Andy was talking about. And then the third, resolved, the last paragraph, it's discontinuance of programs or positions. It's not an and. I know the title says and, but everything is on the table to be reviewed if we pass the resolution the way in which it is drafted. So it doesn't mean anything gets cut. It just gives us that opportunity for Andy and his staff to crunch numbers and present decisions to us ultimately. So with that, we would need a motion on resolution that is Appendix B.
I'll move to introduce the resolution as stated in Appendix B.
All right, thank you, Dan. We need a second.
I'll second it.
All right, having a first and a second. Any discussion on the resolution?
Because every year that I've been on the board, we've passed this resolution, and I think there was one time we actually had to cut, and that was way back in my beginning of my first tenure. So it's just thankfully a formality more than anything, but it is just best practice.
Yeah, it's always kind of, you're right, Dan, it's kind of jarring to see it. You're like, oh, well, of course we have to do this. There's so many moving pieces to this that we can't control. It is a formality. It feels more serious than that, but really it's, if you don't do it, then you're going forward in a budget cycle with a hand behind your back, and that's not prudent. It's a resolution, so we will do a roll call. Unless there's any more discussion. No? All right, Jen?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Mari?
Aye.
Shana?
Aye.
The resolution is adopted. Thank you, everyone. Employment, we have a new volleyball coach. Mari?
Matt Mahoney has recommended that Stacy Garbers be hired as the head volleyball coach, step 1A for the 25-26 school year. Stacy has worked in the Fairmont School District for the past 5 years and has a strong background with volleyball. Stacy's a four-year starter at Bethany Lutheran, where she went on to win a national championship. Stacy was also inducted into Bethany Hall of Fame. Matt is confident that Stacy is going to be a positive asset to our volleyball program. And with that, I will make a motion to approve Stacy Garbers as head volleyball coach, step 1A for the 25-26 school year.
I'll second.
All right, having a first and a second. Any discussion on the motion? Do we know how many people were interested in that position, Andy?
I do not have that information at this time.
All right, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Welcome to Stacy Garbers as our new volleyball coach. We have two resignations that we need to accept. I guess I'll introduce it. Carla Weiss, is it Weisbrod? I want to pronounce it correctly. Weisbrod. Carla's been in their district since last summer. And then Aaron Myers, who's been with our district as an instructional coach since August of 2003. Both have submitted resignation letters with an effective date of the end of the school year, which is June 6, 2025. I'm sorry, for Ms. Myers, it's 2020, February. We just clean record. I'll make a motion to accept the following resignations. Carla Weisbrod as high school paraprofessional with an effective date of February 28, 2025, which is Friday. And also Aaron Myers, a district instructional coach with an effective date of June 6, 2025.
I'll second it.
All right, with the first and the second, any discussion on the motion? All right, hearing none, all in favor of accepting the resignations, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Resignations are accepted. Moving on, I think we have a retirement to accept as well. Shana?
Yes, we have Donna Paris. She's an elementary instructional aide. Has indicated her intention to retire at the end of the school year, effective June 6, 2025. Donna has served our district since September 24th of 2001. I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve her retirement.
I'll second it.
All right, we have a first and a second. Any discussion on the motion?
25 years in the district is a great
Yeah.
run. Donna has been a mainstay and has been a consistent member of our staff with a lot of years of contribution and experience. Anytime you have someone that departs your district, they've clearly been a dedicated member of our staff, and Donna has epitomized that for the last quarter century. And so thank you, Donna, for all your years of service. You'll be missed, and as I tell all our retirees, our door will always be open in whatever capacity they determine. They earn that flexibility when they choose to retire, and we wish her all the best in the coming years as she transitions to this next season of her life.
All right, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Retirement is accepted. Good luck, Godspeed to Donna. All right. Board committee reports, curriculum meeting. I know that what happened, and Nicole was there. She said it was it was successful and that the presenters were well prepared. You want to give a little more specifics to that, Andy?
In regard to the curriculum,
Yeah.
yeah, that was adjacent. I mean, Jen and Shayna were both there
No,
too.
okay. I didn't know.
And I mean, you can comment as well, but it was conversation presented regarding the implementation of the new junior, senior, or really the new K-12 social studies standards, and a recommendation by our social studies department to adjust the ordering of our course offerings to best meet the needs of our students in preparation for their futures. So, Shayna and Jen, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't have my notes in front of me, but one of the main changes was moving the more civics-based coursework to the senior year in preparation or preparing students for that transition into adulthood.
Yeah, the current World Affairs and Capstone course will now be for seniors, and then World History moved to more of the 9th grade age group level. So they'll kind of work that in to like grandfather it in with the grades right now. So some of them will be teaching World History to 9th and to would it be the 10th and 11th graders
Correct.
now?
I believe so.
11th,
yeah.
So, yeah, I thought it was a great idea, and I think it'll be good for our students.
While you have a floor, Jen, how did that policy committee meeting go?
Oh boy, we had a lot of policies. You see all my notes? It was, we actually were very efficient though, and we got through it in a timely manner. Some of them we are tabling to get more information from other administration. Some we did like a first reading on. I don't think we have. Did we go through those tonight? We don't go through.
No,
those
they'll be on the
tonight.
March
They'll be on
10th
yeah.
meeting. And were those the parameters for the hunt allocation of the hunt fund proceeds?
Yep, the
and
hunt.
the open gym policy, I think, will
Correct.
come before the board
Yep.
next meeting for your first reading.
Yeah,
For the
some of
full
them-
board's first reading.
Yeah, some of them had such minor changes, we didn't need any board review. Some had no changes, so, but we went through a lot. Our next meeting will be March 19th.
All right, thank you. Next board meeting will be, what's today, the 25th?
March 11th.
March 11th.
March 11th.
I think I
Tuesday,
said the 10th, but that's the 11th.
March 11th, 5:15. And the pink sheet has the various individual meetings and committee meetings that are happening between now and March 11th. So, Dan, I'm gonna look at you. Adjournment motion would be entertained.
Motion to adjourn the business portion of the meeting?
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? We will adjourn the business meeting, but then in, I don't know, about 5 minutes or so, we will reconvene for a work session. So if you want to stick around for that, board members, please do so. Others, if you want to, you can. But all in favor of the motion to adjourn the business portion of tonight's meeting, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We are adjourned. See you in about